Hey, so today we're talking about how a spiritual practice can actually help you reach your weight loss goals and make you more money in your business and career. So, why? So, oftentimes we think it's more spiritual to kind of be close to the earth or not make a lot of money or make other people feel uncomfortable or ask for too much. Or it's not spiritual to want to look hot and rock like red lipstick and like go to the gym. But the truth is, what's most spiritual is what's most aligned with your highest abilities, your highest sense of truth, your highest sense of capability in the world. So the spirit, nature, if you look around, doesn't want us to be impoverished, doesn't want us to hold back. Nature, its essence is to be fucking full out, to bloom, to blossom, to create, to be abundant, And so I remember a yoga teacher telling me this, and it changed my life because I was like, I feel like I want to go into marketing, but maybe I should get my yoga teacher training certification because I don't want to make money and be vain. And she said, Chrissy, being vain isn't caused by money. Being vain is caused by misalignment with spirit. Alignment with spirit is abundant. Nature wants you to be abundant. And I remember thinking really? Wow. So I wanted to introduce you to that fact that if you find in your business or in your career that you hold back or you don't ask for that raise or you don't pitch the client or you don't sell the higher price package, that this isn't spiritual. This isn't you being enlightened, okay? You holding yourself back from your greatness is not something that's going to get you further along your path. It's actually going to hold you back and deteriorate your progress. So when you have a spiritual practice, which means to connect to that higher sense of yourself, to that higher purpose, to that way of being that's most powerful and ambitious and energized and aligned, then you're going to have more courage. You're going to be able to ask people for what you need, and you're going to be able to lead people into their greatness as well. So I've made it my spiritual practice to attract abundance and money and wealth into my life. I no longer find it unspiritual to have enough money to pay all my bills, to serve my clients powerfully, to invest in my future, to be able, I have a freaking fund for my kids' college education. I don't even have a kid yet, and I'm able to donate and give back to charities on a regular basis. All that while living in Hawaii and traveling the world. You would think that you need a ton of money to do that. You don't need a ton of money, but what you do need is a healthy relationship with money and being connected to that flow of energy in and out, being able to allow money into your life, being able to ask for money, being able to give money without worrying about it not coming back is actually an experience of trust, which is a spiritual practice in itself. And then when it comes to weight loss, what I find a spiritual practice helps you do is to not only connect to that sense of self, that sense of truth, that I can fucking do anything, I'm capable of anything, watch me, energy, which I find to be the most enlightened energy that I've been able to access, to do what you're capable of. I mean, for God's sakes, what could be more given than that? So a spiritual practice also helps ground you. It does other things that are amazing for your body and your hormonal system too. So when you meditate, when you take time for rest, when you breathe deeply, when you relax, when you trust, when you surrender to the will of the divine, sometimes we think, oh my God, if I let go of the reins, I'll just eat everything and gain a bunch of weight and be super unhappy. But the truth is, as you learn to trust yourself, as you learn to trust your intuition, you're going to naturally be guided toward the foods that are most nourishing for you. And when you relax, you actually engage your parasympathetic nervous system. When you meditate, when you breathe, when you do yoga, when you walk in nature, you're actually triggering your body to stop producing cortisol, which is a stress hormone that causes you to store fat. And it engages the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest response. It allows you to digest your food more efficiently, to rev up your metabolism, to have more energy, and to use the food that you eat as energy rather than storing it as fat. So even for 5 minutes on the meditation cushion every day, you're going to see a dramatic impact in the way that your body feels and the heaviness and the weight that you carry. The other thing that it does is it gives you a touch point to return home to. So weight loss is really about coming into alignment. And so when you're naturally and more consistently in touch with that part of yourself, you're going to be able to act from that place more often. So instead of like getting super stressed out and eating all the food in the fridge, you're able to connect with that deeper sense of yourself and not make the impulsive choice. You'll be able to have cravings come up and be able to stand in your own power and say like, no, I don't need that, okay? So that feeling that you get when you leave a yoga class, when you're feeling like super relaxed, or you've just had some really good sex, or you've meditated for a while, is not the same energy as when you're frantic, eating in the car, shoveling down your lunch in front of the computer, or binging late at night, right? So if you can align yourself with that energy more often, even when times get tough, to be able to come to that place of evenness and peace and being able to make a decision from your highest self, you're going to notice that you're not going to have cravings as much either, okay? So spiritual practice allows us to do what we're capable of, to align with our highest sense of self, to create repetition and patterns and habits, to relax, and to be able to see clearly so that the actions that we take are more in alignment with the way that we want to be and the way that we want to show up in the world. So let us know in the comments below, where are you willing to take action this week in creating or maintaining or maybe up-leveling your current spiritual practice? Or if you're not really sure, like, how do I start a spiritual practice? I know I want to lose weight and make more money, but like, how does spirituality play in? I would love to hear your questions. And let's start a dialogue. Let's have a conversation of how we can create our businesses and our bodies, not from a place of like, I need to make all the money or deprive myself and starve myself skinny, but from a place of love, from a place of integrity and a place of alignment that allows us to get what we want in every single area of our lives. I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having these conversations with me. I'll talk to you soon.